If you're somebody that struggles with making and finding friends in college, then you came to the right place, because in today's video, we're gonna be talking about ways to fix that, and I'm gonna give you guys some tips on how you guys can stand out a little bit better. So let's get into the video. I think the first thing that I really think of when it comes to why it's so hard for a lot of us to make friends in college is like, there's so many different circumstances, and I think a lot of times like things like social anxiety and just, you know, being in our dorm all day and things like that really play a factor. Obviously your school may play a factor too, because some schools are a lot more social than others, like mine. I don't even personally agree with the fact that making friends in college is hard. I think when you have things that come into your life that play a factor for you, like having social anxiety, being a commuter student, things like that, then maybe I can see why it'll be a little bit harder. But I personally don't feel like it's as hard to make friends, on your end at least, and I'm gonna get into that. I would really say I'm somebody that has had a plethora of different friend groups in college. Not because I'm the problem. I'm not the problem, but I just think that one of the things that we also got to remember in college is that people change. Life goes on, you know, and so like you aren't necessarily going to be the same person you are when you're a freshman at 18, when you're graduating at however old you are. And that's a good thing. So because of that fact, and because you're maturing, you're finding more interest in life and things like that, you're not going to be the same person, which is okay. Which means you're not gonna like the same things, which means you're not gonna have the same but no, but on a serious note though, I think that definitely plays a factor into why your friend group may change a lot if that's something that you deal with. But coming from someone who would definitely be identified as someone who's a very social, extroverted person who's always going out and doing things like that, I myself still feel very lonely on my campus a lot of times, believe it or not. And I talk to a lot of people, but I don't necessarily feel that I'm friends with a lot of people. Why? I'm not really sure, honestly, but sometimes I go to events, for an example, and I'll walk around and I talk to a bunch of different people, and I just kind of just do that. And I mean, that's really it. Like, I just go around to a bunch of different people. I say hi to groups of friends and things like that, but I don't necessarily like have my set friends. But I do feel like I do at the same time. It's really weird. So when it comes to making friends, there's a bunch of different ways you can help yourself. And so one of the first things you really want to do is you have to put yourself out there. And I know this is where I'm gonna start losing a bunch of y'all. Y'all aren't gonna hear me on this part, but you have to put yourself out there. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all because I care about you, and you need honesty right now. If you're the type of student that goes to school, goes to class, you don't talk to anybody in your class, you leave class, you go straight to your car and you go home, and then you spend the rest of your day in your room, that's probably why you don't have any friends. Because you don't even put yourself out there. If I'm in your biology class, how am I gonna know who you are? Exactly. And I understand, like, we're very comfortable with that, but at the same time, while there's nothing wrong with that, you also have to accept that if that's the way you're gonna go about college or just school in general, then you're not necessarily gonna put yourself in the best position to make friends, because you can't do that. And I think in college, you have a plethora of ways you can make friends, guys. Like, there are so many clubs, organizations are going on, and I think the best thing to do, honestly, is to get connected with a club that you actually identify with. Getting connected with so many different clubs and organizations that you resonate with can help you out so much, because like, there are so many ways that you could go to a club and just meet so many different people. Like, if you were a biology student and you walked into a biology club, you off the rip already have one thing in common with everybody else. Y'all are all struggling with biology. So that's already a start for you to start having conversations with people. Just imagine the life you would have after you've made some friends and you guys can go out to eat. You guys can come back and watch movies together, and then you guys can make candles together, which today's video is sponsored by Ash and Harry Official. So I've partnered with Ash and Harry to give you guys the best candle making experience as possible. Ash and Harry's DIY candle making kit allows you to create 10 different personalized candles with 10 different scents. You can smell it already. This kit comes with all the tools that you're gonna need to create your candle making kit, including these little bags you can hold them in. I'm gonna leave a link inside my description with Ash and Harry's official candle making kit, so you guys can get your own pack, and let me know what you think. I don't know, I think a lot of people, especially at my school, let me fix that. I think a lot of people at my school find it corny to go to events and things like that. I don't know. I go to a very antisocial school, and I'm going to get into that next, but there's just so many ways you can get connected on campus, and you don't even honestly have to join a club or organization. If you're just present and just on campus, somebody's going to recognize you the same way you recognize people. So if you're just on campus a lot and you're in the library or studying, it's not that hard to walk up to somebody and just say, hey, what are you studying? Hey, what are you working on? And conversations can spark like that. And I think that right there, that first step is what whoops people so many times, because it's so hard for us to, at least nowadays, it's so hard for a lot of people to just start conversations. But the problem is, when you don't do that, now that friendship with that person only has a 50% chance of even happening now, because you're not even willing to start the conversation. Y'all can tell I'm passionate about it, huh? Nah, man, there's one thing I do want to hit on. I feel like one thing that genuinely bothers me a little bit, I feel like about this generation, everybody wants to be this weird, like, antisocial person. And I think it's very forced. Like, I understand there's definitely people that actually are antisocial and that have social anxieties and just don't naturally like being around people. And we're not necessarily talking about those people. I'm talking about people who force themselves to this, I'm antisocial, no one understands me, no one gets me, I'm on my own and this. Boy, you know you want some friends. I don't know why you acting like that for. Come on, quit, be for real. Be for real. Be for real. Be for real. Come on, you're not even giving yourself the chance. And in all seriousness though, I'm not trying to knock anybody that believes like that, but my thing is just like, the entire system of college was not designed for you to go about your entire career on your own. Like, we were not made as people to do life by ourselves. So I don't understand why there's such a strong fixate for people to want to go and be on their own. I don't know. I don't get it. I personally don't get it. Nothing wrong with it. That's just my opinion. But yeah, in all honesty too, like, bro, I'm stuttering so bad. And in all honesty too, like, I definitely feel happier. I feel more lively when I'm around people that make me happy and, you know, make me want to go out and do more things. And I think there is some type of like connection or feeling that comes from being around a body of people that you resonate with. And so overall, like, there is something positive that comes from being social and being around other people. Another point I really want to bring up too is that you have to be open to new personalities of people, especially in college, because you're probably from an area where you're used to around the same amount of people, the same type of personalities. In college, you don't know who you're with everybody, bro. You're with foreign exchange students, like different personalities, different people all around. And so by you only wanting to be around a certain group of people, you're already limiting your friends that you may have. If you can, please try to open your mind a little bit and accept different people from different backgrounds. For an example, I know, like, as a former athlete, a lot of the athletes only really hang around and talk to each other. And I kind of get it from a standpoint because you're already together 24/7. But there's so many different people out there. And I think I personally want to be around people that give me different type of vibes and different type of personalities. So I wouldn't necessarily put myself around just athletes or just artists or things like that, just because you kind of want different voices and different people around you. And so everybody just is different. I don't know. Another point that I think I really want to hit home to you guys is that you have to stop playing life cool. You have to stop going about life the comfortable way, the easy way, the shorter way, the faster way. These ways may help you in the short term, but in the long term, you're not doing yourself any justice. And honestly, what I'm really just trying to get at is, like, you need to be yourself, your full self. So if you like to dance and you like to get down, go ahead and get down. Don't worry about everybody else around you and you over here barely moving because you're scared everybody's gonna look at you. So what? And so many times we're afraid of telling people or talking about things that we genuinely like, and the whole time the other person may like anime too. If you like anime, stand up, baby. One of the biggest things that I really want to hit home is that you have to stop playing life safe. You have to go out and be your full, true, authentic self. And the whole time while you're sitting there thinking, people are going to judge me, they're going to make fun of me if I go out and I sing this song in front of the whole crowd, the whole time the friends that you don't have, they would love to be somebody like that. They would love to be around people like that. They would love to have someone in their friend group that likes to sing and do things like that too. But we're always afraid and worried about what everybody else is thinking the whole time. Those people love the true you. You're an amazing person and they can't tell, and they won't be able to see that because you're afraid of showing it. And kind of wrapping up the video too, if you guys are like around my age, you guys will kind of understand what I mean, but friends really come and go sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, people change. A lot of things happen in people's lives that just pushes them away from you, and that's completely fine too. And as you get older, everyone's schedule gets a little crazier and everyone gets busier, and you have to start attending to other things. So it's natural for you to not hang out with your friends like that. And don't fret, you know, that's just how life goes sometimes, and that's all okay, as long as you guys are still trying to make an effort to talk to each other. And kind of just speaking a little bit more on like just being and kind of really just speaking more on being open to more personality and different personalities at that. It's so refreshing to have friends that don't all think alike. And one of the best things that I've really experienced is that I have friends from that kind of have different outlooks of life. And because of that, you kind of have different friends for different reasons, you know. Obviously, you're going to have some, you know, maybe like a one or two best friends that you guys kind of do everything with. But it's also good to have friends that you just do certain things with, you know. If you have friends that you like to go out with and just have outings with, friends that you study with, and then just different friends for different things, that's okay too. And so everyone doesn't necessarily have to be your friend for every single thing, and understanding that too kind of does save you a little bit more peace. So overall, you definitely want to, number one, put yourself out there more. So that means attending school events, joining a club or just a different group that you can, and getting connected with people that way. Two, please, personal opinion, try to get away from the antisocial personality. I think I've spoke to a lot of people, and sure, it may work for you at the same point, but like it is, yeah, I can't even get into it again. But no, seriously, please just try to be out there more. It's refreshing to just have friends and just to have fun and to smile and be happy and to be in the body of other people, especially during college. Like, this is a 4-year time period. This is not gonna last forever, and you're going to get back home after you graduate and say, dang, I really wish I was out there more. And if you think I'm lying, go look at everyone else who has made similar videos like this, and they have all said the exact same thing. Third, be open to different personalities of people and different people. And third, of course, is to be open to different people, different personalities, and things like that. Different spaces you're not comfortable with. As a known content creator at my school, one of the things that I do is I always follow people on Instagram if they just go to my school, just so I can have like that type of connection with someone. And then of course, who knows, I mean, I might end up being friends with them, and I just try to take that initial step. So if you can go out and just use that, leading into my next point, into making that first move. When you're at the gym, say hi to somebody. Ask someone what they're working on. Ask someone if they're having a chest day, or arm day, or what they got going on after this, or do they do pre-workout or not, or, you know, just different questions and stuff like that. So with that being said, that does wrap up this video. And so I just want to say thank you to you guys for staying until the end. I know this was a very unserious video, but in all seriousness, I really do hope that this helps you being able to go out and just to have a better way of making friends. And I hope that you were able to pick something from this video. And if you do, like, please let me know. Like, I would love to hear how your experience has been with making new friends and things like that. And if you just have an overall tip, or if something you just want to leave in the comments. Once again, I'll link that playlist so you guys can check out my college playlist of all my other videos. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later.